Bonjour Gemini and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your messages from your ancestors. So I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good month so far. I'm going to be pulling a few messages from this oracle deck. I'll clarify with the tarot and then I'll pull out some final messages for you in order to close out your reading. As always, if you're interested in the cards, they will be listed in the description box below. So please ask as usual that you remember those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and just drop the rest. So what do we have for my, Imagine, okay, we have a card of Imagine for my Gemini Aquarians, please. What do they need to hear from their ancestors? So your first message is card 28, building blocks. You then have card 16, all that glitters. And card 51, milk and honey. Right, let me put my oracle deck aside so I can talk to you about these cards. Okay, so what I'm getting from these messages from your ancestors is that right now you are building something. You're taking it step by step, chunk by chunk. And it may, for some of you, be taking more time than what you would want. You can see she's looking ahead, planning, but at the same time, this idea of, it's bit by bit. Slow wins the race, basically. Slow and steady wins the race. So you're working on something, trying to manifest something, whether it's a relationship you're working on, a business you're growing, your career you're working on, trying to relocate or going on a trip, whatever the case may be. You are actively taking steps, bit by bit, in order to manifest this into your life. And there is a word of caution here with the card All That Glitters. This is your ancestors telling you, be careful, because you may be tempted by some things, but if something is too good to be true, most of the time it is the message I'm getting. So as long as you put the time and effort and you build a strong foundation, and you don't take shortcuts, is what I'm hearing with the All That Glitters, the promises of something that's going to be fast or a quick win is another thing I'm hearing, then you will get that beautiful card of milk and honey. Now, milk and honey is basically abundance, sweet things coming your way, the results, like the harvest, which is very apt because we, end of August, September, harvest time, right? So this is what I'm getting from those cards for you, with this advice of being careful of the quick wins, or even people who may have ideas to, take shortcuts, and the advice is not to, because you will reap the rewards of this hard work that you've put in. But let's delve into the message. So can you clarify those messages for my Gemini Aquarians, please? So we have a major arcana, the Chariot, beautiful energy. We also have another major arcana, the Star, wow. And the Queen of Wands. The energy supporting you or around you, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the first thing I would say to you is we've got a lot of female energy, because half of your spread really is to do with queens. The Star is also a female energy. And on this Chariot it's a female as well, but that's specific to the deck. So the queens in the tarot represents patience, understanding, receptivity. They're the leaders that actually actively lead, but behind the king, who are seen to be the action takers. Cups is to do with your emotions, your feelings. This is water energy, also your intuition. So the Queen of Cups could be someone in your environment supporting you. Now this is a general reading, so obviously no genders attached, just someone who represents the energy of this card. It could be someone in your energy field who is helping you, take the steps and help you manifest something. Otherwise, this is you with a recommendation of really looking at what makes you happy, because the Queen of Cups is somebody who's going to make a decision based on a heart space. This is somebody who is always concentrating on this cup, which holds her happiness. It's also someone who's very intuitive, so it may also be to do with tapping your intuition when it comes to that all that glitters. So we have the Chariots and the Star, big energies, okay? The Major Arcana represents longer term energies, big players on your life path. And the Chariot is ruled by number 7, which is the number of evaluation, which then leads to experience and the confidence to move forward. And I love the energy of the Chariot, because this is somebody who is not going to take any detour. They're going to go straight for what they want. They have a clear goal in mind and the willpower to make it happen. They're going to take on any challenge that life may throw at them, overcome them, and come back successful at the end of it. So it's a beautiful energy of victory through sheer willpower, which I see, with the building blocks. This is having a vision, having a clear goal in mind, and patiently taking all of the steps, making all of the necessary arrangements to get to your milk and honey, which is obviously the abundance, the prosperity. It is also followed by the Star, another big player, because it's a Major Arcana. Now the Star is the energy of hope. It's looking to the future very optimistically, because it's healing energy. It's, having overcome things and knowing that you are divinely guided. And in this case, this is your ancestors telling you, hey, we're lining things up for you, we're guiding the way. She's even showing you the way on this card very particularly. And so I see you, as the Chariot, putting all of your time, effort, willpower behind something that you are trying to manifest, and being protected and guided by your ancestors. They're showing you the way, and you're feeling very optimistic about this. Yeah, there's also sometimes an element of fame with the Star, so who knows, for some of you, your milk and honey may also manifest with a little bit of fame. Who knows, take what resonates, depends on what you're trying to manifest after all. And the reason why I'm mentioning this specifically is because you've got the Queen of Wands. Now, Wands is fire energy. It represents passions, desires, and again, your spirit, your drive. The Queen of Wands is somebody who attracts prosperity, who attracts abundance, and attracts followers. She's an incredible leader, very charismatic person, and she knows what she wants. And people who are famous represents these kind of qualities, of the Queen of Wands, which obviously is where you're heading, So it could be fame coming your way, or incredible success, because of all of the hard work, willpower, strength, efforts that you've put into something. And just keep in touch with your heart and intuition to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of, all that glitters. For some of you, it may be the lifestyle that this success brings. Be careful of that. As I said, take what resonates, depends on your situations. So, let me see the final messages. So what else do we have for my Gemini Aquarians, please? What else do they need to hear? I think that's about right. Okay, so we have the last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. This is a very interesting card, because when I was talking to you about the Queen of Wands, I was looking at her body language and I was thinking, oh my God, look at her showing herself to the world, like, this is me, I'm victorious, I'm successful, admire me. And then you get this card, reveal what needs to be seen. I'm really getting the message for some of you that you need to be more open about who you are, show off your talents, your skills, your qualities, rather than hide them. You're clearly someone who's hardworking. You've got the chariot under the building blocks, and you may be the driving force behind the project, and people are not aware of how much you've put into this. And this is really your ancestors telling you a bit of advice, saying, hey, make sure that you get the harvest you deserve, make sure that you get the credit you deserve. That's not for all of you. But yes, for some of you as well, it's to do with embracing your self-confidence and your qualities, but it really is about coming out of your shell, is what I'm hearing. And your final card is the full moon in Leo. Go wild. You see, right? Leo, fire energy, Queen of Wands, fire energy. Do you see what I'm talking about? I mean, look at this gorgeous creature. This is self-confidence incarnate. No doubts. This is, I'm open to my success. Look at me, reveal what needs to be seen. Go wild. Embody the Queen of Wands, basically, because you have got what it takes to do this. You have the promise of the milk and honey, abundance, prosperity, whether it's emotional or material or spiritual. Just, really open up is what I'm hearing. Do not hide yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I always appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.